14th in that team fight win rating, but it's not translating to objectives or actually finishing off, pushing the payload, getting control of an assault point, and that's really what they need to work on. Obviously, we've seen some bright spots from this team, especially as they continue to add players.
It just seems like it's been a struggle kind of getting it all to work together, you know, especially at that main tank role. You see Janus way out in front a lot of times. That causes a lot of team fights to go very poorly for the team. So I think a lot of it is, a big part of it is tightening up that coordination.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at our map set brought to you by Toyota. Going to start things off on Nepal, then going to Hollywood after that. Volskaya Industries and Dorado will round out our 4-map set initially. Might end up going to, I believe it is Ilios at the end if we get that tiebreaker.
Yeah.
A little bit of trouble too. Now Corey coming in, drops that grab. That's going to be a lot of kills coming in for Justice, and a great first fight for them. The reset comes in from the rest of the members of Florida. They over here, and they do swap it. Florida Mayhem grabs it, self-destruct. Oh, it gets two. Fozix and Corey caught by that one, and I thought maybe they would have a good response to that Primal Rage, but not quite either way. They're still building the control percent. Now the grab comes in from Washington. Janus down early. No, that was from Florida rather, my bad. To try to hold this one, they demech Corey, but they do lose BQB in the process. McGravy goes down, but he charges back up again. Otto, though, gets knocked off by the right click from Chris. And it looks like Florida will be able to maintain control here, and they have got point A here on Nepal. Taken out instead. I cannot believe Washington kept their Reinhardt alive. That's crazy. Oh, but Swan comes in.
Secret shatter.
Shatter from behind, but he's got, that's right. He's got the sound barrier though on Washington, though. It's not going to matter. That was a beautiful shatter from Florida, but what can you do, man? Just one back again.
Looked like the Zarya bubble wasn't on the right target, but it may not matter. McGravy gets the grab.
Oh, that's big, man. Florida Mayhem with a chance here. They've got Janus as well, so at 99% for Washington, it looks like Florida Mayhem with the
counter shatter.
Through the shatter could be resulting in something, but no, Janus getting a little bit low. Washington gets back up. They got him. They got Janus right as his Earth Shatter came up. Oh, but Sansa gets two with the self-destruct. He's a wrecking ball on his own, man. And he can't solo that, right? There goes BQB. He's still alive. They're still getting tickled by Apply in the back as well on that Sombra now. Swapping things up. The swap comes in. It's going to be Washington, and they're going to take it. We're all tied up here on Nepal. On the point right now. Swan a little bit low, but he backs away. They've got McGravy isolated here. Sansa chasing him down. Mortal combat between the Divas, but no. Florida Mayhem interrupts the honorable duel. Meanwhile, Hagapun and Chris down outside this fight. Corey grabs two, and Florida in a lot of trouble. I think they tunneled a little bit too hard on saving McGravy. Janus with the Earth Shatter. He's got a chance here. He's going to drop it right to the shield of Swan. That's going nowhere. Sansa a little bit low here. BQB drops another Graviton Surge. There goes Otto. Janus taken out as well, so Florida Mayhem retake the point before the fight is even over.
So they've got for the Graviton Surge, and they kept control of the point.
Apply down. Washington still fighting it out. They haven't lost anybody yet. And now they take out McGravy again. Corey back in there with the Graviton Surge, and looks like they should finally be able to switch this one. So there's the Graviton Surge sound barrier in response from Florida. Janus tries to go through with the charge, doesn't get anything out of it. Oh, shatter from Janus. That's going to seal the deal. Washington Justice should be taking this fight and retaking the point. Florida Mayhem on the point right now. They managed to flip it back while Washington was forced away. Applied down though. Oh, Washington, they're just going to go ahead and start taking names, man. They got another kill, but Chris going back with one onto Otto. Florida not out of it just yet. Oh, maybe they are now. Losing McGravy. Washington needs to flip the point back again. That was crazy that Florida actually retook that. But in the end, it's not going to make a big difference. Washington. And when we come back from the break, we'll see if Florida ties it up or if Washington gets a 2-0 lead.
On to Justice, but they do get a very important DMAC. But with BQB falling to Corey, that changes quite a bit.
That is not great. No, Guido down right away. Sansum as well. Janus low himself. So Corey trying to keep everybody alive, but they're just going to jump on them, and yeah, that's going to be about it for that fight. Janus does find a kill onto Chris, so Washington Justice nearly has it. They're so close. Zephyr so close to grab as well, but Florida's lost so many people. Otto down. Maybe Florida can turn this one around. Oh, they're so close. Oh, they take it. Florida may have stepped up. Oh, can't do that.
EMP online.
A good block on Swan Shatter there. Now the grab comes in for Florida. EMP from BQB. They're going to pair it with the sound barrier. A big buff Florida Mayhem Now Swan trying to use the shatter, but no follow-up.
Nice.
There he goes.
Nice stun by Otto.
Yeah, man, that set up Swan's death from the self-destruct, and it looks like Washington is going to keep this round going. CQB gets stunned, manages to get out. There's a grab now for Washington Justice. If they can finish Florida here, they'll get more distance, and they get Hagopan. That's a good start for Washington. That's the fight they needed, and at the last possible moment, no kills out of that. It's going to be the grab coming in for Florida on the back of their sound barrier. Otto down early. Rally comes in from a fly, meanwhile, on Mayhem. There's the EMP from BQB. And with all those members of Washington hacked, it should be an easy cleanup, but Swan and Apply down. Washington making a go of it here.
Still alive.
They're getting the kills. Sansom finally getting demexed. And at the end of the day, I just don't think it's going to be enough. You're going to want that one back. And now Florida Mayhem's going to be able to rock into point B with a lot of ultimates available. Got to use a couple here. Janus is coming back, and they are turning this one around. Somehow, Janus made it back to the fight. Here we go. He got Guido that time. He made sure. Zenyatta only has 50 health after he loses all those shields from the EMP. Janus down as well. So BQB grabs two. And now the rest of the Florida Mayhem rolling in. Sound barrier keeping Swan alive. Now they're cleaning up the rest of the members of Justice. That self-destruct not claiming anybody. Sansom trying to delay as long as he can. Janus goes for the Earth Shatter. Doesn't claim any kills, but Chris goes down to the ensuing grab from Corey. Florida Mayhem turning this one around now, trying to get back onto the point. Here comes the self-destruct from Washington.
Nice.
Catches Zephyr. He's in jail permanently now, man. Swan down as well, so Washington with another good hold at the end. Here we go. Under a minute now for Florida to make it work. There's the EMP, but Guido dodges it, gets to roll in with the Transcendence, but cannot save his Reinhardt either way. They use a rally too, so the rally and the Transcendence not able to save Giannis, and that is a huge problem for Justice.
Yeah, Swan actually used the Reinhardt shield to block off the healing coming in from the side of the Justice. So the Transcendence not within line of sight due to the Reinhardt barrier, and that allows them to focus down the Justice.
But not a lot of kills, no kills in fact for Florida here. Hagopan so close to the Transcendence. Can he save him? He can't save him. Fly. Sansom does get demech though. Florida with a chance, but no, and Zephyr drops. Washington, they've done it. They are going to actually take 2 maps in a row in this series. Washington Justice will put themselves 1 map away from winning their first match in the Overwatch League today. For Washington, they have a 2-0 lead as we go into halftime. We'll see in just a few.
Yeah, they are. They've seen a little bit more to get there, but they're not going to get it.
You can't lose Swan, and right then the EMP comes out. Chris taken down as well, and so BQB, he got that just a little bit late, and Washington Justice not waiting to take advantage of it.
Yeah, does get a Zarya bubble.
Yeah, gets roasted though afterwards. Swan knocked back the rest of the team. Grab comes in now for Zephyr, but the stuns in response for Justice. Guido has a Transcendence too. And now it's just a cleanup, and it's over. It's gonna be the rally from Otto now. Janus goes for that. Oh, there's the EMP. Oh, but it's Washington coming back up with the kills. What in the world? And Washington backs off anyway, so they didn't get to punish that one. Self-destruct comes in. Ooh, Hagopan very lucky he had the sound barrier there. He would have been dead for sure. Corey gets the kill on the Swan anyway. Florida Mayhem just completely falling apart here. They're gonna come in. Oh, there's the shatter from Swan, and Janus down. It looks like Florida Mayhem may just be able to keep things going here on Volskaya Industries. That's going to be a point 8 take, so they can get people back into the fight faster. And Florida Mayhem backing away. Ooh, they get Janus again, though.
Yeah, they're picking up Giannis, and they still have some healing on the point with Hagopan's Transcendence.
All right, with that Earth Shatter, with another kill coming in, they've got a real chance to finish this up and force us into time bank. Looks like they will be able to do that. Very reliant on Sombra's EMP.
Santom's been hacked again, but the rest of the team not going to take that opportunity.
Guido!
Move it. Guido one-clipped.
I mean, sometimes you just straight up find that kill on the support. BQB doing what Sombras do. And now the rest of Washington starting to fall apart here. There goes Otto. Oh, but they lose Swan in the process. Florida Mayhem fighting it short-handed, but they got enough before losing their main tank. Florida Mayhem with a good start here in this fight. Corey in a lot of trouble, and he goes down. Janus had the Earth Shatter too when he died, by the way. Extra rough. There's a grab used. All right, that's going to kind of trap Guido, but a bit of an odd grab. They've nearly taken it. There goes Guido now. They've got a chance on some laid low, and they're going to catch Janus with it too. They're going to take B. Florida Mayhem biding their time. They're going to drop down Rice. The first tick comes in. There's the grab. They're going to send it. Sansom's back. Oh, Swan shield out of the way. So Janus with a big kill there on that charge. Now Florida Mayhem, do they respond? What do they dedicate to this? They lose Apply too. I think you might give up A here. Yeah, you lose Zephyr as well. A lot of ultimates burned by Florida. As well, now Chris gets his sound barrier out for Florida right in time. Washington Justice, no kills from the Shadow, but Swan is down! Washington has a shot here. All locked up, but they are getting the kills. Overtime.
They didn't wait for the sound barrier, Doa. They used it so early. Fozix gets to be the hero.
Well, they're still in it. They're still trying to delay, but no! Washington Justice! And they gotta get aggressive. Sansum ducks in to get the point. Now it's gonna be the Transcendence. Corey does get the kill on the Hagopun though. So Washington Justice with the respawns coming in. Maybe a shot here. Corey low and he's down. And now it's going to be the Hammond from Janus. Otto down as well, though. So Florida Mayhem getting the kills in the end, getting what they need. All right, Apply, caught with that self-destruct. Janus on his own, though. I don't know, man. I think Florida's got this one. They do. Swan, he's low, and there goes Zephyr's mech as well. Florida Mayhem in a massive amount of trouble. Washington Justice, they may just have done it. Florida Mayhem going back, but I don't know, man. I don't even know if you can organize an attack quick enough to win this one.
I think
fighting for survival in this series. Washington Justice, they just want that one win. There's a grab, there's Tito's Transcendence. Oh, Corey's grab got eaten by Zephyr. That is huge for Florida, and the kills coming in. They're doing it, the sound barrier. And Florida Mayhem, in the end, have seemed to find what they needed to take Volskaya Industries and keep themselves alive. They'll do it. We're not done yet. You can see Fozix, they're not looking happy. They're not out of it yet. We'll see if they can dig deep and win it on the next map. Here we go, some Janus stun. Oh no, Janus hacked and taken out of this Mortal Coil. BQB with the EMP, setting up a team fight win for Florida Mayhem early on. Swan a bit low, but it looks like they'll be able to keep him alive with a combo of shields and healing. And that's gonna be point A for Florida Mayhem. They're gonna try to win another fight here. They do at least draw Guido's Transcendence here. And remember, that grab, they can use it like that because then the support ultimates get used and then the EMP comes in. Less than a minute remaining for Florida Mayhem. They've got Otto, they've got the 6v5. We'll see if they can make something happen. Sound barrier used early, and there's the EMP on top of it. Once again, that armor, or that shield rather, cleared by the EMP, and it's gonna be the go button for Florida Mayhem as they clean up the rest of this fight. Graviton Surge used, but Corey's not gonna get much out of that one. That is gonna get a lot of damage up in his face. And that Zarya ultimate combo. Ooh, Chris down. Janus manages to finish him off with a fire strike. Ooh, he gets another one on to Apply. And so now Washington just rolling through Florida. They don't need to use anything there. Just push right on through. I would say so. A lot of charge on Corey, too, on that Zarya. Good position to do a lot of damage here. Waiting for that Zarya shield to go down. He's going to throw in the Graviton Surge. BQB eliminated immediately. Nice charge on to Apply as well. Hagopun goes into the Transcendence, but you just cannot heal through all that damage. Coming in now for the Florida side. Janus a little bit low, tries, ooh, that shatter got blocked. Hagopun down though, it's a 5v6 for Florida. They gotta try to fight this one out. Hagopun had the Transcendence too, they needed that ultimate. Oh, it's Zephyr! Oh, Zephyr gets caught at 99% by that self-destruct. Florida Mayhem falling apart here at the end. Guido with the Transcendence to try to delay. Chris just chilling out on the payload. Hagopun jumping in. DQB with the EMP, but there's no one there to follow up. And Washington will finish it. Florida Mayhem looking like they're going to get some good distance here.
Yeah, Janus, he went for the desperation charge.
Yeah.
And that's not going to pay off now.
Hagopun
Gonna frag out a little bit. Guido shuts him down. But
it doesn't matter. Ultimates are not an advantage in this series. BQB, got to use that grab at some point. There we go, throws it in. Fozix down. They're still on the payload, and they're going to take B.
Oh, it's going down, but it's
but it might be ending now.
Soon. I
there
think it's going to be over.
Yep, that's right. That should be about it. And that's a long push for Florida Mayhem. Florida Mayhem still trying to stop things. They've got the grab now. There's a nice EMP. Oh boy, that's a problem for Washington. They've got a really, really close respawn though. So nice shatter onto Sansum. Gets DMEC. Washington Justice in a huge amount of trouble. They've got the grab, but no follow about it. The EMP from BQB. Again, setting up the kills, and that should be it for Dorado. We are going to a 5th map in this series between Washington Justice and Florida Mayhem. Fozix doing an admirable time staying alive, but that's a map that will go to Florida Mayhem. Gotta win another one here. See if they can do it. When we come back, do not go anywhere. That's why the grab is in gravy. It's all his. They're going to use their Graviton Surge now on Washington. Otto taken out with a charge. Sound barrier now coming in for Florida as they try to complete this fight. Goodbye, Guido. And Florida again keeps the control percent building. The gravy looking to eat another one of those grabs. Of course, there goes Giannis. Hagaput gets a final blow, but they're back capping. They're taking the point right now, and they manage. So barely. Close. Are you kidding me? Sansa nearly the hero there, but that's going to be it for this one. Florida Mayhem taking the round. For Florida Mayhem, they've got the grab now. This is what they need to get some kills out of. It's going to be the Transcendence, though. Coming out, self-destruct. No shield means no life for Swan and Hagaput. And Florida Mayhem, it's too late to switch now. The shield comes in. It's going to need to be an insane play, and it's not. BQB insta-stunned as he tried to make something happen on the point. They do lose Otto. Swan trying to stay alive, though. It gets stunned immediately from the Earth Shatter, and that's going to be round 2 going to Washington. Swan a little bit low. Oh, Swan! Swan dive as he's taken out early. And that's going to be Washington Justice taking control of the point. Nope. The engage from Swan. They're going in. Grab, maybe not. BQB isolated. In a lot of trouble, he's going to use that grab. Oh, Sansa made it! Sansa defense matrix to grab. And now the Graviton Surge coming in from the Washington side. And that's going to be a problem for Florida Mayhem. Sound barrier. McGravy has to use the self-destruct.
Oh, apply!
Oh boy! And apply knocked off the edge. Hagaput taken up by Giannis as well. Guido pays for it. Swan using his primal rage. The 98, 99. We are in overtime. Washington Justice on the verge of in the last round of the last map of the last series. They do it. They finally get a win here in the Overwatch League. The team congratulating Otto. He has waited a lot longer than the rest of the guys on that team to do it.
You really love to see it. A player like Otto, never before having been a winner on this Overwatch League stage. And now he gets it.
Hashtag justice for Otto. It's the Washington Justice.